Hi Sagittarius, this is your horoscope for October 2023. Thank you for joining me. It's really nice to be with you today. We've got 2 eclipses happening in October, so this is a significant month. Eclipses, we feel the influence of those for 6 months, so it's kind of important to understand how they support us and how they make things more difficult in particular areas so we can streamline the process as such. We've got a couple of things happening in October here which are really significant. The first one of those being Mercury, the communication planet, goes into Libra on the 5th of October. And that really bodes well for your relationships, particularly with friendships, socializing, doing things as a group, exploring, going on little day trips. All of that's going to feel fun and exciting, and it will make you feel carefree and like life is good and easy. I would really, the first 9 days of the month, you guys Sagittarius, I would really make use of that ability to travel and to spend time as a unit, as a team, to do something as a group and to have fun. On the 9th of October, we have Virgo, the planet, not Virgo, Venus, the planet of love and beauty and creativity, goes into Virgo, the sign of Virgo. So Venus is direct, so it's about creating something new that you care about, a new business, a new relationship. In Virgo, it's very practical, but it's also very good at looking at potential red flags or seeing the stop signs. And Venus is in your 10th house of career. Mercury and the Sun in Libra are in your 11th house. So really, at the beginning of the month, I would make use of the positive vibes and to go travel and stuff. And what you may notice during your travels and conversations with other people is that you get some great new ideas for what you can do about your working life if you're not satisfied, or how you can adapt your existing working life so that it suits you more. Virgo, and particularly Venus in Virgo, is very good at being constructively critical in order to perfect things and to make a fresh start with something that works perfectly. On the 10th of October, we've got Pluto, the planet of change and rebirth. That goes direct, so it moves forward again. And for you, it means that, for you Sagittarius, it means that there are lots of opportunities for you to change your job or to create a different way of earning an income exactly on that day, on the 10th of October. So if you're fed up with your current living situation, you're able to throw that in the air and find something else, something new, very, very quickly. Pluto really enables you to do that. And then even Venus in Virgo helps because it helps you choose what business you may want to start or what jobs you ought to apply to or what to say during an interview. It's very good at allowing you to put your best foot forward, but also to express the right content. So if you have to plan a speech or a lesson plan or something like that, also around the 10th of October is ideal. On the 12th of October, we've got Mars, the planet of masculinity and drive. That goes into Scorpio, and it's next to Ceres, which is abundance, also in Scorpio. And they're both in your 12th house of spirituality and spiritual strength. So I think around the 12th of October, you'll receive some sort of message from the higher realms. And that message is going to guide you to change course and direction, again, either in your work or in your friendships. And it's up to you whether you listen to that. What I feel is that the information you get around the 12th of October is really good and useful, so please do listen to it. It's going to improve your experience. On the 14th of October, we have the new moon in Libra. A new moon is when the sun and the moon conjunct. So they sit next to each other, on top of each other, and the moon goes pitch black, so we can't really see the moon. The moon goes inward. It has a quiet moment for itself to say, do you know what? Before I start my next 28-day cycle, I'm going to take a moment to decompress and to recharge and to pull all this energy in. So you'll notice on the 14th that what is being pulled in is a ton of Libra energy, and Libra is an air sign that's about connection. It's about connection with other people. It's about building bridges, overcoming obstacles as a team. And again, for you, it means that any situation this month where you have to be around other people or where you have to do things as a group, they're going to go very, very well. This new moon is interrupted by a solar annular eclipse. So the sun is there, the earth is there, and the moon is in the middle. From our perspective, the moon moves in front of the sun, and it covers it, but not fully. Because it's smaller than the sun, it's going to cover the center of it and leave a ring of fire around it. So it's a moment of stop and really kind of gathering energy in order to kind of explode later on. And what it means for you, Sagittarius, is that you have this Libra quality for this next 6 months in your 11th house of friendships and hopes and dreams. So anything that you can see in your mind's eye that you want to manifest, or if you have relationships that you want to form, or if you have an idea of having a group of friends or anything like that, that you can see for yourself or feel, or however it comes through for you, take action based on that, because you'll be able to create a lot of connections. So if you're a Sagittarius who doesn't have a lot of friends or no partner or no family and you feel isolated at times, October and the next 6 months are a great time to rectify that and to bring new people into your life. And then also if you feel like you haven't achieved your hopes and dreams yet, like, you know, you've had a desire to always see Petra, then October, use that, especially the middle here, to plan, how am I going to get to Petra? I mean, that's a very achievable dream. Let's say you have a really tough dream for yourself. Let's say, you know, at age 50, I thought I was going to be in this situation with the dog in the house and all of that stuff. And if you're nowhere near that, don't beat yourself up about it, but say, okay, even this is the dream, this is the expectation. Whether I'm being too harsh or too demanding of myself doesn't really matter. What matters is that this is a dream I've had for a long time. It's not going anywhere. I might as well look into it and see if I can make it happen, because it's been rattling around my head for years. So if you have that kind of moment, please try again, because it's very likely over the next 6 months that you can manifest your hopes and dreams and what you want to achieve. On the 22nd of October, we have Mercury, the communication planet, also going into Scorpio, and it joins your Mars and Ceres in Scorpio in your 12th house. So really, this is like your antennas are pinging, your intuition is at 100%, your psychic ability is working. So any kind of communication that happens on an intuitive or spiritual level is going to be easy and clear for you to hear. Plus, on the 22nd, I think you get the message that you've received in the past, but on the 22nd, I think it's really related to your work and how you can work towards realizing your own hopes and dreams. So you guys are really being supported and kind of spoon-fed information here in October. Your ruler is Jupiter, the lucky planet, so it doesn't surprise me that you have another lucky month ahead of you, Sagittarius, because really if something doesn't make sense, or if you don't have the most significant piece of information that you need, it will be delivered to you straight from the universe. So all you have to do is listen. 24th of October, we've got the sun going into Scorpio, so like you're a spiritual giant at this point. Really, the spiritual world by the end of the month is going to feel just as real as the physical world. What I always did is I remember when I first got into spirituality and stuff, I did the meet your spirit guides and your animal guide and stuff all the time. And I did that to the point where I had pages and pages of guides, and just by kind of recounting them, it would take me like an hour. And the way I did it is my happy place spiritually is a beach with palm trees and a house in the background. And it's just beautiful and gorgeous ocean and stuff. And I go there in my mind's eye and I say, hey, I'm ready to meet my spirit guide. And then I sit on the beach and I just wait. And I just sit there until someone shows up, and they always show up. So if you don't have that connection, if you don't feel like you've got another person to talk to on the other side, meet that person in October. Hi Ocean, how are you doing? Okay, so finally at the end of the month, on the 28th, we have a full moon in Taurus, and that's a partial lunar eclipse. So again, the full moon is interrupted, which means it lasts for 6 months. And this is next to Jupiter, the lucky planet, your ruler, and Uranus, both in Taurus, in your 6th house of work and daily routine and structure. So this is an amazing full moon this month, but for the next 6 months, in terms of I am now going to take charge of my circumstances to realize this vision that I've had internally, to realize the message I got from my higher self, and I'm going to build that in October and until next year. So it's kind of like the number 22 in numerology, the master number of the builder. That's how you are. So build away. Love it. Okay, so that's what I get for you here in October. I hope you have a fabulous time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. And in my personal readings, I draw up your birth chart by taking your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, then order a chart rectification with me, please. That's a process where I work out your time of birth. And once I have that, then I can analyze your chart the way I've analyzed this chart. Although in a personal reading, I go into a lot more detail. It takes me at least 30 minutes to analyze a birth chart. And that tells me everything about your life purpose and your relationships and finance and health and family. And if you have any questions, please do get in touch because it does offer a lot of information. I hope you have a wonderful month. Check out some of my other videos, the weekly horoscopes, new moons, full moons, eclipses, the daily tarot reading. And I just saw a question that I want to answer. Maxine. Thank you, Maxine. She likes my descriptions. Like the ingredients, you choose the ingredients. Well, for this reading, Sagittarius in October, it's not so much that they choose the ingredients, it's that the focus is really on the spiritual message coming through and what am I going to do with that. It's not, the ingredients are kind of pre-chosen, and that's what they're, if they choose to work with those ingredients, they'll have the best outcome. Okay, so that's Sagittarius. Have a wonderful month and I'll speak to you soon.